Let's continue with simplifying strategies. This time we're dealing with a quotient. Look at the following example. F of x is equal to x all over the cube root of x squared plus 4. What's the first thing we do when we have this radical? Did you say rewrite? You got it. Let's rewrite this thing so we can use the power rule. We'll rewrite the cube root as a quantity raised to the 1/3 power. We could have also brought the quantity to the numerator and rewrote the exponent with a negative 1/3. Doing this will allow us to use the product rule. But let's stick with the quotient rule to show you another simplifying strategy. First, let's write the derivatives of the top and bottom functions. What's the derivative of the top function? The derivative of x is simply 1. Now use the chain rule to find the derivative of the bottom function. The outer function is the power of 1/3, and the inner function is x squared plus 4. Bring the exponent down to the front, keep the inner function, and then subtract 1 from the exponent. 1/3 minus 1 is negative 2/3. Don't forget to multiply by the derivative of the inner function, which is 2x. Let's apply these to the quotient rule. Low, d high, minus high, d low. All over the bottom function squared. This is where students often stop. This is a correct answer, but it's not simplified. So what do we do now? We need a factor. Pause the video and find a common factor in the numerator and pull it out. Look at the two terms in our numerator. What do they both have in common? Both terms have this quantity, x squared plus 4. Look at the powers. We have 1/3 and negative 2/3. Which of these is a smaller power? Of course, it's negative 2/3. So we need to factor that term out with the smaller power. X squared plus 4 to the negative 2/3. We can also factor out the constant, 1/3, because it's the GFC of the coefficients. You'll probably learn the greatest common factor in 4th or 5th grade. Factoring this out of the first term, 1/3 goes into 1 3 times. And this factor to the negative 2/3 goes into the factor to the 1/3 1 time. Recall the properties of exponents says that when we divide the same bases with different exponents, we can subtract the exponents. So 1/3 minus a negative 2/3 is the same as 1/3 plus 2/3, which is 1. And we don't have to write powers of 1s. What about the second term? This x and 2x are both going to stay. And we can multiply them together and get 2x squared. And notice the remaining is just a factor. Now let's simplify the stuff inside the brackets. Distribute the 3. Combine like terms. Bring this guy downstairs. And there's our simplified answer.